Good day and mabuhay. Welcome to my channel. This is Maestro05DX. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my video. And for this week lesson, expressing one value as a fraction of another given the ratio and vice versa. This is week 1, second quarter. Okay, pagpasensya lang po yung audio natin kasi umuulan. And to start our lesson, let me define first what is a ratio. So a ratio is a way of comparing two or more quantities being the same, having the same units. The quantities may be separate entities or they may be different parts of a whole. And you can write the ratio of A and B in three ways. In word form, in column form, and in fraction form. So the order in which the ratio is expressed is very important. The order of the term in a ratio must correspond to the order of objects being compared. In the ratio, a part can be compared to its whole. After going through this lesson, you are expected to express one value as a fraction of another given the ratio and vice versa. Okay, example, look at the picture on the screen. What have you noticed? Okay, so in Mr. De La Cruz grade 6 math class, there are 22 girls and 19 boys. Compare the number of girls to the number of boys and vice versa. To compare, let us use the concept of ratio. A ratio is a comparison of two quantities. If there are 22 girls and 19 boys, so we can say in word form that 22 is to 19. In column form, 22 is to 19, and in fraction form, that is 22 over 19. Therefore, comparing number of boys to number of girls, this can be expressed as 19 is to 22 as in word form, 19 is to 22 column form, and 19 over 22 is in fraction form. Another example, compare the number of circles to triangles and vice versa. So look at the circles, compare it to triangles. How many circles are there? So let's count. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And for the triangles, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So to compare circles to triangle in word form, that is 12 is to 6. And in column form, that is 12 is to 6. And in fraction form, that is 12 over 6. So this time, let's compare triangles to circle. Again, let me show you again the shape. Okay, so there are 12 circles and 6 triangles. So the instruction is ratio of triangles to circles. We are going to compare. So in word form, so that is 6 is to 12 colon form 6 is to 12, and in fraction that is 6 over 12. Now, if you compare the part to the whole number of shapes, the ratio of the part of the total has the same meaning as a fraction. So, compare the total number of shapes to number of triangles. Again, how many shapes do we have all in all? So, we have 18 shapes. So, again, compare the total of shapes to number of triangles. Let me show you again the circle and the triangles. So, since it is written there that shapes to number of triangles, so there are 18 shapes. So, in word form, that is triangles to total shapes. So, that is 6 is to 18. 6 is to 18 in column form, and 6 over 18 in fraction form. And for shapes to triangles, so we have 18 is to 6 in word form, 18 is to 6 in column form, and 18 over 6 in fraction form. Even if the ratio is in fraction form, you will still say 18 is to 6 or 6 is to 18. Again, ratio should be in simplest form or lowest form like fraction. Again, ratio should also be in simplest form or lowest form like fraction. Okay, you can express the example as 18 is to 6 or 18 over 6. So, we can divide both terms by 6. And 18 divided by 6 is 3, and 6 divided by 6 is 1. So, that is equals to because you factor 18, so 6 times 3, so you can cancel 6 and 6, so that is 3 over 1. Again, 6 over 18 in simplest form again, so factor it and then cancel 6 and 6, so that is equals to 1/3. So the simplest form of 18 over 6 and 6 over 18 is 3 over 1 and 1/3. Okay, more examples. Write the ratio of the following in 3 ways. We have the marbles compared to balls. So, how many marbles are there? So, let's count. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And balls, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So, it says there that we have to write the ratio of the following in 3 ways. So, the first one is 6 marbles to 12 balls. So, in word form, that is 6 is to 12. In column form, that is 6 is to 12. And in fraction form, that is 6 over 12. Again, as I've said a while ago, we can express ratio in simplest form. So, 6 over 12, we can divide both terms by 6. So, that is equals to 1 is to 2. Next, we have 15 notebooks to 5 bags. So in word form, that is 15 is to 5. Column form, that is 15 is to 5. And in fraction form, that is 15 over 5. Again, 15 is to 5 can be expressed into simplest form by dividing both terms by 5. And 15 divided by 5 is 3, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. So that will become 3 is to 1. Another, we have 8 boys to 16 bikes. So in word form again, so that is 8 is to 16, colon, 8 is to 16, and in fraction, that is 8 over 16. So 8 is to 16 or 8 over 16 can be written in simplest form by dividing both terms by 8. 8 divided by 8 is 1, and 16 divided by 8 is 2. So the simplest form is 1 is to 2. Next, 13 balloons to 12 bags. So that is 30 is to 12. 30 is to 12 and 30 over 12. To express 30 is to 12 in simplest form, so divide both terms by 6. And 30 divided by 6 is 5, and 12 divided by 6 is 2. So that is equal to 5 is to 2, or 5 over 2. And then we have 24 girls to 16 boys. Again, that is in word form, 24 is to 16, colon form, and in fraction form, 24 is to 16. To express 24 is to 16 in simplest form, so we have to divide 24 and 16 both terms by 8. So 24 divided by 8 is 3, and 16 divided by 8 is 2. So the answer in simplest form is 3 is to 2. Sample 3. So express the ratio of 3 25 centavo coins to 3 peso coins in column form. Let me show you the figure. So we have the 3 25 centavo coins and the 3 peso coin. If you will notice that they have different units. So again, we cannot compare right away the 325 centavo coins to 3 peso coin. So we have to convert the 1 peso coin into 25 centavo coin. How many centavo coin, 25 centavo coin are there in 1 peso coin? So there are 4 25 centavo coin. Again, the two quantities have different units, so you need to make sure that they must be in the same units to express the right ratio. So we can rewrite the 325 centavo coins, and the 3 peso coin will become 12 25 centavo coins. So to express that into a ratio, so the example you can express the ratio of the two quantities is 3 is to 12, since there are 4 25 centavo coin in each peso, and since there are 3 pesos, so 3 times 25, 3 4 25 is equals to 12. So the simplest form, in simplest form, the ratio of 3 25 centavo coins to 3 peso coin or 3 pesos is 1 is to 4, or 1 is to 4. Why is it 1 is to 4? It's because 3 over 12. And we divide both terms by 3. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 12 divided by 3 is 4. Okay, another example of different units. We are compare 5 days to 1 week. We cannot compare days to week. So since they have different units, so we have to express 1 week to a day. And 1 week is equals to 7 days. So therefore, in word form, that is 7 is to 7, 5 is to 7 rather, and in colon form, that is, again, colon is, this one is 5 is to with a colon, 5 is to 7, and in fraction, that is 5 over 7. Again, this must be colon, not is to. And then next, we have compare 2 weeks to 1 month. Again, different units. So we have to express 2 weeks and 1 month in 2 weeks. How many weeks are there in a month? So there are 4 weeks in a month. So to compare that, or to write that in a ratio, that is 2 is to 4. That is in word form, and or in simplest form, that is 1 is to 2. And in column form, that is 2 is to 4. And in simplest form again, that is 1 is to 2. And in fraction form, that is 2 over 4 or 1 half. Next, we have expressed the equivalent ratio of 2 fourths. So this time, we're going to write the equivalent ratio of 2 fourths. So we have 2 fourths. To write the equivalent ratio, so we have to multiply both terms by the number that you choose. Okay, so let me use 2. So let's multiply 2 fourths by 2. So 2 fourths by 2. So that will become 2 times 2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8. So that will become 4/8. Next, multiply 2 fourths again by 3, both terms, 2 times 3, and 4 times 3. So that will become 6 over 12. Another, multiply by 4. 2 times 4 is 8, and 4 times 4 is 16. So that is the equivalent is 8 is to 16. Another, so we can multiply it by 5. Both terms again. So 2 times 5 and 4 times 5. So which is equals to 10 over 20. And so on. Again, the equivalent ratio of 2 fourths are 4/8, 6/12, 8/16, 10/20, and so on and so forth. So again, the possible equivalent ratio of 2 is to 4 or 2 is to 4 are 4 is to 8, 6 is to 12, 8 is to 16, and 10 is to 20. And for example 7, express the equivalent fraction of 3/5. So you write 3/5. Again, multiply. You start multiplying it by 2. So 3/5 multiplied by 2 over 2, that will become 6 over 10. And then again, multiply 3/5 by 3 over 3. So that is 9 over 15, and so on and so forth. Again, the equivalent ratio of 3/5 are 6/16, 9/12, and so on and so forth. Again, there are instances that the term of ratio do not have the same units or classification, and we call this as rate. So, example, Jonah can type 288 words in 8 minutes. So, how many words can she type per minute? Take note. So, we talk about rate. So, 288 words in 8 minutes. So, how many words can she type per minute? So, that is rate is equals to 288 words over 8 minutes. So, we can divide both terms by 8. And 288 divided by 8 is equals to 36. And 8 divided by 8 is 1. So, that is 36 words over 1 minute, or can be written as 36 words per minute. No need to indicate 1 is because this is understood that we talk about 1, only 1. Again, 36 per minute. Another example, you have Ron scored 180 points in 5 basketball games. Find the average rate per game. Again, the rate is equals to 180 points over 5 games. 180 and 5, they are divisible by 5. So, 180 divided by 5 is equals to 36, and 5 divided by 5 is equals to 1. So, we can write 36 points over 1 game as 36 points per game. Again, understood that game is 1. So, meaning, in the 180 points in 5 games, per game is 36 points. The score gained is 36. Next, you have Joshua scored 168. This is a basketball game again. Joshua scored 168 points in 7 basketball games. Expressed in lowest terms, the average rate of number of points that Joshua scored in every game. So again, by writing rate, so that is equals to 168 points over 7 games. Again, this is divisible, the 168 is divisible by 7. So 16 divided by 7, of course, that is 2. 2 times 7 is 14, and then 16 minus 14 is 2. So then that will become 28 divided by 7 is 4. So that is equals to 24 points over 1 game. In short, this can be expressed as 24 points per game. And for your learning task 1, you may do this. So write a ratio of the following in 3 ways. Write your answer in your notebook given the figure. Okay, compare to this and fraction form, column form, and word form. And then for the number 2, reciprocal form compared to triangles. Again, you have to write in fraction form, colon, and word form. And the last one is, of course, the stars compared to this object, 5 sides, pentagon. Okay, so in fraction form, colon form, and word form. And that's it. So, thanks for watching. Again, thanks for watching the video, and do not forget to click the subscription button and hit the notification bell.